soon.
Yes.
Okay, so what was the biggest lie that this guy told you?
Okay, the biggest lie that he told me, all of them was big, but the biggest one was he said he was not married.
What?
Yes.
He wasn't married?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, how long were you guys dating?
Let me pour my drink. Okay, we actually dated off and on for like 3 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was about 3 years before he went to jail. It was about 3 years off and on. I thought I was his girlfriend like for 3 years. You know.
And how far into your relationship did you find out he was married?
Okay. Before I started messing with him while I was working at the bank. Of course, you guys know that. So it was a young lady that worked at the bank with me that knew that him and I were seeing each other, and she used to always tell me that she never told me about what was going on with him as far as the women, but she used to throw hints like, girl, I don't know if you should mess with him, da da da. So one day she was like, I heard that he got married. I said, how he got married? I said, hey, that's a lie. Like that, right? So she was like, yes, he did get married. I heard he go with such and such. They've been going together for a long time. I was like, well, how he going with her? And the girl was like, he got kids and all. I said, how he got kids? And he got married and got a baby by the wife and about a couple kids from the girlfriend, baby mama. And he with me every day, pretty much. But he would make time some kind of way. And like I said, I found out he was married. On the day that evening he supposedly got married, he was at my house.
What?
Yes, he was at my house, and then I guess he went home after that and got married. But on that day he was with me.
On that day.
On that day, yes.
Oh,
facts.
My God.
Yes, and
Are
you know
serious?
It's the truth. Yes,
wow.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm literally speechless right now. I cannot believe that. That is something.
The tea is real.
Oh my gosh, that is something. Okay, so when you found out he was married, did you confront him about it?
Yes, I did. Because I not only heard it from one person, I heard it from another person. The wife actually called me.
Mm-hmm. So how did the wife know about you?
Well, my understanding was a cousin of mine actually was friends with her. And I guess the cousin gave her my number. Because I don't know no other way. Well, she could have got it from his beeper, though, his pager. So I'll just say it like that.
Okay, the cousin was probably defending you, probably saying, well, he in a relationship with you. How are those two married,
I don't know.
You don't know the conversation?
No, I don't know the conversation. All I know is that she called me, and I was riding down Bull Street, listening to the song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Then all of a sudden, I got a phone call from her. And she was like, hey, B. The B word. And she was like, I heard you messing with my man. I was like, girl, who is this? Mm-hmm. She's like, you know who I am. I was like, girl, you better ask your man. I don't know who you is. You better talk to him.
That part.
High school stuff, girl. I ain't got time for that.
So what happened? Like, she told you that they got married?
Yes. She said that she was his wife. And then she hung up the phone in my face, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, this was, I'm sorry. Let me back up. I wasn't riding, in the car when she called me. I was at home when she called me, at my home, when she called me when I was listening to the radio. Mm-hmm. That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at home. I can't remember some of the things. Okay. But then when I asked him about it, he was like, no, he always said he was never married right now to this day. If I was to have asked him, he always denied it. Mm-hmm. And most guys wear like a wedding ring on their finger. He would not have that. He had a wedding ring though, but he would not wear it. He would put another couple of rings on his finger, on that ring finger. And that's why I never would know, because he never wore the ring. He would put other rings on the finger when he was with me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it didn't dawn on you that was a wedding ring? Like, did he do that before he was married? Were those rings?
I I don't know. I can't remember. I think he probably wore 1 or 2 rings. I don't know. I don't think he really did. He wore 1 ring or 2. I can't remember.
Okay.
But like I said, he would put another ring on that finger. But the girl was in the military, so she wasn't here in South Carolina. So that's how we were able to be together.
Oh, and that's how he was able to be slick and do
Yeah,
his dirt.
right. But not only that, he had a whole family with a girlfriend with children that I didn't know about.
He didn't claim the kids?
He claimed the daughter, the oldest child. But the rest of them, he was like, those ain't my kids. Those ain't my kids. Now, why would you deny your children like that? And then me and that baby mama had like a little confrontation of words at one time. And that was like something that was crazy. But I did apologize to her. And me and her are good. You know, she's on my friend on Facebook, and she's a real sweet girl. And her and I talked, and she was like, don't worry about that. And I said the same thing, because that was just something stupid. And we both knew that person, she ain't even with him. Yeah,
Right, that's
so,
usually how it goes. You
Yeah.
know, the women don't know. You know, it's the man that's doing all the
Yeah.
dirt and playing both
Oh,
sides
yes.
and messing with this
Oh,
person,
oh.
messing with that
Oh.
person. But good things that you and the girl is friends right now. So
yeah, we're
that's
cool.
good.
Yeah, she's
You're
a
able
nice
to be
lady.
women about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So what happened when you confront him about the marriage thing?
he would deny it. Like I said, him and I would be together. Like him and his family owned like a club. We would be in the club together. He would have me around the family, and you know, they really didn't. They were okay with me, but they knew he was married, but he act like he wasn't. So I'm gonna believe him when he tell me he wasn't. Because like I said, he was with me, and I didn't know the girl was in the military at the time till I found out all this information.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, he would drive my car sometime. I would drive his car sometime. We switch up cars, and, you know, we meet up later on after he do his little money making thing, and we be together every day and every night, and,
Okay.
you know, yeah.
All right. So, $1 million question. When you officially find out he's married, like you know for sure, did you break things off with him?
I did not find out he was married, honey, until after we was broken all the way up.
Wow.
Because he denied her.
Mm.
He denied that young lady.
Mm.
He denied her.
So basically, you was just going off of his word.
Yes,
You
because
didn't
that was
care
my
what other people
boyfriend.
was telling you.
Yeah, because I thought that they were lying, and you know, they didn't like the part. You know, that they didn't want me to be with him, because when you look at how our relationship was, I should not have been with him. My dad questioned that, rest his soul, because my dad wanted the best for me. And like I said, I had a lot of, and I still do right now to this day, have a lot of things going for me. And to mess with somebody that was a money making guy, that just, you know, I did it with a couple of guys, but you know, that's like a Bobby and Whitney thing, like how everybody thought Whitney Houston was this good girl and Bobby was the bad guy. That's how it was with me.
Right.
You know, my family actually had high expectations for me, which, like I said, I never disappointed anybody, because, you know, hey, I turned out good. I just
turned
retired
out
from a
good.
job of 30 years.
30 years, you know. Most people can't do that.
Cheers.
Yeah, 30 years. Living the life, taking trips, doing what you want to
Riding on the plane.
do. Yeah.
I just came back from Vegas. Oh, and I just came back from Charlotte last night. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then we went to Tampa.
Okay, it's too
Yeah.
much.
Okay, yeah, too much. I might have to edit that. But we watched the football game, so.
Yeah. Shout out to them Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, so how did you break things off with this guy? Like, what was the breaking point?
Okay.
Like, you said that you were just done. You
Okay.
can't do this anymore.
Okay. Now, remember, we're going to come back to that question, because I want to get this in, because I don't want to talk about him anymore after I mention what I'm going to mention, okay? We're going to come back to how I broke it off. So this right here was